We shouldn't have believed in such a pact. Perhaps a little patience would have yielded fruit. Did we have to go through all this to see the wounds of this brotherhood? Southern Cameroons, you are a nation in exile. Amazonia, your children are strangers in their homeland. Some have fled to distant lands. Southern Cameroons, arise, arise, ooh, and bring your nation home. They dismantled all what made us proud. Corporate, traditional, and economic. They crippled our infrastructure, made poverty a way of life. Do you see the misery and human suffering? All in the name of brotherhood. Southern Cameroons, you are a nation in exile. Amazonia, your children are strangers in their homeland. Some have fled to distant lands. Southern Cameroons, arise, arise, ooh, and bring your nation home. When we stood across the bridge, insisting that things must change, while Fontaine sang Boga and Niambe, they made it known, short and plain, that things will have to change. Did you see the force unleashed for daring to speak? Southern Cameroons, you are a nation in exile. Amazonia, your children are strangers in their homeland. Some have fled to distant lands. Southern Cameroons, arise, arise, ooh, and bring your nation home. Today our homeland is a dismal wasteland, desolate and disconsolate. Fire, killing, destruction in the name of brotherhood. Do you believe in such brotherhood? Tell me, do you really believe? Arise, Southern Cameroons, ooh, Amazonia, arise. Southern Cameroons, you are a nation in exile. Amazonia, your children are strangers in their homeland. Some have fled to distant lands. Southern Cameroons, arise, arise, ooh, and bring your nation home.
Una good evening, fellow Amazonians. We throw una salute for all Papa and Mommy them, for all who are picking them. We salute una. For all who are generals, the brave commanders, for all the Amazonian soldiers. We thank una plenty for the hope we una don't give this generation, for the protection we una provide them for our picking them, our people them, our communities, and for the defend we una defend the land. We not fit pay una. We not fit thank una enough. We not fit praise una enough. We not fit glorify una enough. We not fit uplift una enough for the sacrifices, for our own lives, where we don't put them on hold and on the line. And sometimes, una even lay una own lives. Forgive the Amazonian people and freedom. Una don't save hundreds of thousands of lives. Una don't save millions of lives. If not before una, if not be say una exist, if not be say una stand up, if not be say una rise up, almost every single Amazonian pikin, mommy, papa, big mommy, big papa, uncle, and auntie them, almost every Amazonian, if it don't be wiped out by the Cameroon terrorist government. If not before now, every person will watch me right now, every person will be alive right now, if not before the Amazonian forces, if you don't die. You will watch me right now, whether now you use your smartphone, whether you watch me now for your computer, or you watch for a TV. The fact so you feel watch, listen, and they are alive today. Now because the Amazonian Governing Council, now because the Amazonian people, they invoke that right for self-defense and launch the armed resistance. Without that armed resistance, Cameroon for don't butcher everybody. The armed resistance, it acts as a deterrent to Cameroon's occupation, to the slaughter. Because you now remember, for September 2017, for September 22, 2017, they killed 481 Amazonians for one evening. Then by the time 1st October 1 reach, we know the carnage of the cause. Without the armed resistance, without the commanders, the generals, and the soldiers on the ground, Cameroon don't wipe every single Amazonian. You not fit. Sometimes you need to understand the impact, the contribution with the forces they don't play for even for you for be alive, for even push Cameroon back, for make Cameroon make a fear small, for reduce their action. Last year, almost around this kind of time, if I not be mistaken, Cameroon be commit all sort of massacre, just kill what people them anyhow. They be kill picking them anyhow. When I remember, they be just go around just cause all kinds of havoc across the territory. Just the slaughter Amazonians them anyhow. We come on air and tell Cameroon, if you kill what people them again, your own people then too they will be killed. You kill one Amazonia, your own people then too they will pay price. When I remember, we push until what happened. For almost 90 days, Cameroon not be fit for kill one Amazonia for 3 months straight. So you make you understand how things that go and how you feel create deterrence, how you feel push the enemy back. Remember, the enemy didn't have our territory. The occupier didn't have inside the Ambazonia territory. This war did take place now for the Ambazonia territory and not before Cameroon. Cameroon get 3 objectives as to why they launched this war. The war now a pretext. They use the war as a cover for the things where Cameroon be don't plan for a long time. They be just wait now for a moment where the people will rise up, and then when they see some kind in them, they will use it now as their excuse for execute the full mission. For a very long time, the Cameroon colonial occupation government, a plan be then say, make it do for the Ambazonian people them the things the way they be doing for the Bamilekes. That means say Cameroon goal na first now for drive all Ambazonian them out of the Ambazonian territory. For use Calais, for use the military, for use torture, for use human rights abuse, for use all kinds of crimes, for force the Ambazonian people them, for leave the territory. And as Ambazonia they leave the territory, Cameroon go now for move Cameroonians them, or the Camerooners them, they push them inside Ambazonia. 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 Now for dilute the population. Now for weaken the population. Now for depopulate Ambazonia and then repopulate Ambazonia with Camerooners. Cameroon a plan we be on the execute them a long time ago, since 1961. Now for remove the Ambazonian people them outside. Force Ambazonians them to go exile. Force Ambazonians them out of the territory. Make life so difficult for most Ambazonians. They begin to run for go Nigeria, run for go Ghana, run for go abroad. So that Cameroon now go to push, go to bring in Camerooners for repopulate and reoccupy for take over Ambazonia. So this war, it be been the perfect time for the Cameroon occupation colonial government for execute that plan. That's why they launched this ethnic cleansing. That's why they launched this slaughter of the Ambazonian people. That's why they launched this killing, mass killing of Ambazonians. That's why they go about for kill picking them, kill pregnant women, kill big mommy them, burn papa them alive, destroy homes, for force the one the way they not die, make they come out the territory. For force the one the way they not die, make they come out Ambazonia. And as they did do they did push thousands of Camerooners into the territory so that they dilute the population, weaken the population, and take part of Cameroon people them, force them into our population for change, waiting then they be don't talk them. For change Ambazonian and turn them, make Ambazonians, they become Cameroon. Make Ambazonians, because if you dilute the population and you put a lot of Camerooners within the Ambazonian territory, you force them within the population, then the Cameroon virus, it go mix with the Ambazonian people then, and then they will dominate and take over Ambazonia. The war not just their excuse for execute that plan. That's why they don't slaughter thousands of Ambazonians. That's why Cameroon, it caused this pain, this suffering. It caused this dehumanization. That's why Cameroon abused our people then to this extent. Now a well-calculated statecraft strategy. The goal, the ultimate goal of Cameroon, now for eliminate every Ambazonian. Unfortunately for Cameroon, Dr. Choluka Sayeba be smart enough for help the Ambazonian people them invoke their right for self-defense and invoke the armed resistance and launch the armed resistance. Now the only thing that way is stop the Cameroon genocide and is slow down the number of people that way Cameroon be fit for killing. Now they use different tactics. That's why that vexation make them they go burn 1,200 villages and for force all these people them made a wrong go for Bush, force some of them to La Republic, force some of them for other countries. So Cameroon, he get now one goal and he get now one plan. If Anofi kill all the people them, I go create conditions. I go impose hardship. I go impose suffering. I go impose pain. I go impose starvation. I go impose deprivation. I go deprive them of the basic things of life. I go make them suffer so much. I go cause so much pain on them. I go cause so much trauma on them. I go rape them. We go rape them. Our forces, they go rape them. We go bring all kinds of people them. We go move thief people them for La Republique to Cameroon jails. We go move gangs from Cameroon and push them inside Ambazonia for terrorize the population, for humiliate the population, for extort on the population, for the beat the population, for the harass the population. We go create fake militia groups. We go create fake Amba boys as their general. It be talking for Tico. Say the Cameroon military, it get its own Amba boys. Their goal, now for do what I don't explain them for now. Their goal, now for rape mami them, rape picking them. Their goal, now for kill. Their goal, now for impose more suffering. Their goal, now for the broke house them. Their goal, now for carry collapse, cut people them. Their goal, now for do a lot of kidnapping and then blame on for Ambazonian forces. Their goal, now for go do kidnapping. Since the day for close way, since they dress without they dress Cameroon government, enough to give them uniform because all man will know say that they are police, that they are army, that they are thief people them, that they are militias. So they go put them and they will just say will be amber. Every group on the ground get a name. No group on the ground will not be amber boys. Every Ambazonia nationalist self-defense group, every Ambazonian liberation group on the ground, the liberation forces on the ground, they get a name. They get camps. They get community so that they stay there. So Cameroon, for punish the Ambazonian people then, for cause pain on the Ambazonian people then. All what did happen for the state of Manu. A lot of what did happen for Akwaya, for Imojo. A lot of what did happen for Manfred Central. A lot of what happened for Upper Bayan. Now all these militias with the Cameroon CPDM elites, they create them for punish the Ambazonian people then. And a lot of them, they be mixed with the bees. They be mixed with the Cameroon military intelligence officers for do these things and for our people then. Now a deliberate plan from the Cameroon occupation government. That's why Dr. Choluka Sayaba, he tell the Ambazonian people, he said, look, protest, you don't go take you anywhere. You feel sing as much as you want. You not feel use protest for fight person with they with Amoka. You not feel use protest for fight person with one can rape you. You not feel use protest for fight person with it born your big by me alive. Person with it burn house them. Person with it destroy community. You not feel use protest. That's why the leader be tell the Ambazonian people, say we must match Cameroon method for method, iron for iron, bullet for bullet, punch by punch, backside by backside, rooftop by rooftop. That's why the leader be tell we, there is a way where you must fight the occupier. If you show any sign of weakness, the occupier will swallow you like a vampire. If you show any sign of weakness, the occupier, it go ravage and savage you. It go chop you. The occupier will chop you like a monster. If you show any sign of a weakness, any sign of weakness, the occupier goes, it go chop you, scatter you into pieces like a lion, like a tiger. It go destroy you. Because now it go that. It go now for destroy you. When I remember, I don't tell una this story a couple of times, but the story, it be worth make a repeat for una. Tolerance in the face of genocide, na weakness. The virtue of tolerance in the face of oppression, in the face of genocide, in the face of occupation, in the face of terrorism, in the face of collective punishment, na a weakness. The virtue of tolerance in the wrong context, it becomes a weakness. The virtue of tolerance in the wrong context, it becomes a weakness. When you be too tolerant to the occupier, for person who one can rape you, for person who one can kill you, if you talk, say they say, you be a peaceful and a tolerant human being, you not be a violent person, you don't make yourself a coward. You make yourself a stupid human being. You make yourself a fool, and you will become food to the monster. You will become food to the Vambi. I be telling you this story. Make I repeat that story. Some time ago, a family called me as a strategic interventionist, as a professional for seek professional services for their pikin, where I think this it be 6 or 7 years old. I asked them, I said, when I want to carry this kind of small pikin, make I do strategic intervention for you. They said, look, this pikin, since they put it for school, you don't over suffer. I said, now wait. They said, look, Mr. Asu, we're pikin, and for the talk now for Canada, you need to talk for anywhere else. The boy pikin, since we send it for class 1, that's what I call it class 1. Since we send it for grade 1, some pikin them, now so they provoke, now so they beat, now so they bully, now so they go tear books them. When we buy new bag for carry and for put it books, it's more picking books and they for go school. When you go, they go tear the back, they beat it. Sometimes they go tear clothes. They go come house without t-shirt, without shirt. Sometimes they go move his shoe them for skin. I say, wait till when I don't do them. They say we carry every time when it happen, we go report for the school. The school principal will call the picking them, say he go warn them. And then sometimes they go talk, say they will punish the picking them. And then sometimes they will talk, say they will call the picking their own papa for come for school. May they can't warn the picking them, may they warn the may they pay the papa, they warn the picking them, may the picking them not do them again. I say, okay. If not the matter that when I picking, it need strategic intervention. When I bring the picking, they bring the picking. I look these two papa there. I tell them, say, when I be a very tolerant people, and that's why when I begin to pay the price. In the face of bullying, you know, if you show tolerance for person who want to kill the pikin, for person wait for other boys where they beat your pikin, humiliate your pikin go grow up for be a weakling in society. It go grow up, it go the fear. They go make it go become very timid. They go steal the beauty out of him. They go steal the intelligence out of him. This bullying, it go take away his humanity. It go take away the essence of life out of him. This bullying, it go chop the pikin. It make the pikin go become so fearful. It go become socially shy. He no go ever progress for life. And he go see himself, he go deliberately, not intentionally, without knowing, he go become a permanent victim for this life. And he go look at life like say life not be fair. I say that because of una tolerance. They say, what do you mean? As I tell you, the solution, it be very simple. You see this speaking? For this speaking, for survive and for redeem his self-esteem and gain in masculinity, this speaking must master dominance. Because the neighborhood be very rough. For the environment where the picking they live there, the picking must master certain skills for survive and for thrive and for live and for gain respect and a place. He must master the skills of dominance. I said today, as soon as they come out for here, that place where they stay there, schools they did there, place they did there, where they teach picking them karate. For be like that Bruce Lee. And I must carry this picking and I go register for school where they teach picking them self-defense. They say, you want me to begin beat people then? I say, yes. Not be for beat people then for nothing. But for develop the skills, for be able to defend himself and protect himself from the bullies of this world, from the bullies of the neighborhood. If we are not doing, we will come back for me many times. We will sit down, we will cry, we will regret, and destroy we will picking. They take my advice. They go put the picking for karate school. Come back for me 2 weeks later. They say, what did happen? They say the thing is still go on. I say, we'll keep the picking for school. They begin learn. Within 1 month, within 2 months, within 3 months, this picking don't master the skills of self-defense, self-confidence, self-assertiveness, and dominance. Because he don't master those skills, it show confidence. He want enter that school bus. That bus will picking that they take him for go school where they can't carry picking and go school. Those picking them, as he enter one go shit down. The staff will push it, they be pushy before. The staff will kick it, they be kick it before. The staff will pull a t-shirt as they be pull them before. A tone of voice where you use them, a change. He tell them say, stop! Before you go to talk, say, leave me alone, don't push me, no, don't beat me. That's where be the talk. After 3 months of training for develop self-defense skills, life skills, surviving skills, skills of dominance, a voice change. The way he talk for that boy them, all them they be surprised, they just stop. Just from his tone of voice. That's why they just stop. All them they just stop. It's not what it is. Why it don't change? With hear it from a tone of voice, they start for sense change, strength, confidence, courage from a tone of voice. They come again, the one can push it. The one can push it. He tell them say, if you not touch me again, I go teach all we a lesson for this place. Now, so all the picking the way they don't see how these boys don't be humiliated, harassed, disgraced, beaten. They see how for the first time there is a transformation in the kid. All picking them for boss, they just woke up. This picking way before they touch it, roll it for ground, beat it, tear his shirt. From the tone of his voice, the way they talk, the confidence they spread across the boss. All picking the woke up, they see what go happen for this boss. As one of those bully boys, them, as he already won them 1 time, 2 time, as they come number 3 time, 1 come for just can't touch his shirt. So that picking use the skills we don't learn now. He take a 1 foot so he knock that boy so bam for a canas. He knock it so bam for a canas. That boy come out, boom. He fall for that boss. Oh man, the driver stop boss for middle of the road. He put the emergency signal there. Wait till it happen, wait till it happen, wait till it happen. The pin just don't quiet. That one remain for ground. That's why they shake. Hey, they shake. Oh, my balls, my balls, my balls. Oh, my balls. Now so that bully, that's why they for ground, they shake. Oh, my balls. It not be fit for take the pain. Now so all the other picking them now, they did start for laugh. They did laugh now who? They did laugh now the bully. Now the bully now they on the ground. Now so they cry. Now so they cry. Bully there for ground, they cry. Bully they cry. They call me for evening. They say, want to tell you something. I say, when I want to tell me that. They say, wait till you tell we 3 months ago about the psychology of a bully and how we must teach our Pekin to develop self-defense skills, life skills, and skills for self-protection and for dominance. They say, don't work today. They say today we're Pekin can house like a different boy. It can house with a smile. Just the way we tell with the story how he won the boy then first time, and then the tone of voice we use, and then the third time we one just can't touch it. Only the technique we use them for kicking just 1 time, the boy go down. He cry, scream. All the other one them they just run, they go shit on them. Because if the one way talk say he be the biggest bully, if he did down, then what about all the other small bullies? I did tell you all these things because for more than a decade, what I don't spend for study human psychology and for as a strategic interventionist, for deal with a bully in a different thing. When I don't see how the United States they act. Any country we try to bully the United States, you are finished. The United States will teach you something for the United States will use what I don't teach now for knock you for canas where your country no go ever. It will take decades for your country forever come back until you transform. For deal with Cameroon, for deal with Cameroon bullies. That's why we invoke self-defense. Because now the only way that if you deal with these bullies, now the only way that if you deal with these terrorists, the reason why Cameroon succeed for kill 400,000 Bamilikes and they get away with the help of the French. Because the Bamilikes did not be invoke their own act of collective self-defense for teach Cameroon a lesson. For the Amazonian people then for survive. The leader of our liberation, which today is there for detention because of you. Because of all we. Because it stand for do something with no other Ambazonian don't ever do am. For fight Cameroon and for protect and defend the Ambazonian people then. For the survival of the Ambazonian people then. Tell we. For preserve the Ambazonian people then. For the survival of the Ambazonian people then. The Ambazonian people, Ambazonian forces, Cameroon be very easy for defeating. First, God creates you from birth and give you the gift of freedom as an Ambazonian. God creates you. God conceived you. God born you for this world. And he give you that territory where they call them Ambazonia, so that you feel live there in freedom, in dignity, in peace, in prosperity, with good governance, and in progress and abundance. Occupation, na choice. Listen what I tell you. For live under occupation, na choice. It's not the will of God. The will of God, na the will to be free. The will of God, na freedom. The will of God, na abundance. The will of God, na good life. The will of God, na happiness. The will of God, na peace. The will of God, na human dignity. The will of God, na progress. The will of God, na abundance and a life of prosperity. Na the will of God that. Occupation, na something with the Ambazonian people, they accept them from Cameroon. It's not the will of God. Just like this small boy, be the accept for being bullied. It be the accept them. It be the allow them. Not be na God, it be the punishing. Na yourself be the allow them. Na parents they be the allow them. So when they come for a strategic interventionist, and then we give them life strategies based on the behavior and the context of the bullying, we prescribe solutions with a be consistent for solve the problem in the short term, in the long term, and forever. Self-defense. Now for preserve the Ambazonian people then. Now for stop Cameroon bullying, Cameroon slaughtering, Cameroon killings, Cameroon terrorism, Cameroon torture, Cameroon raping, Cameroon extortion, Cameroon exploitation of Ambazonian resources. Self-defense. They for arm the Ambazonian people then. That the way that. Number 2, Cameroon de Ambazonia now for protect the recruited agents who they be responsible for the occupation. Cameroon is presence for Ambazonia now for protect the institutions of occupation. And those institutions of occupation, they be filled, they be administered, they be operated, that they be run by recruited agents of occupation and colonialism. For these agents, for become wealthy, for these agents to get fame, they must carry out the instructions of occupation, colonialism, exploitation. They know say they not fit exploit you. The way they feel exploit you, not for them for kill you, not for them for rape you, not for them for make you be homeless. That's why the armed resistance must focus on the occupation administrators, where they be responsible for the occupation. Without the occupation administrators, Without the colonial administrators, there is no occupation governance. So it be foolish. Man, not to say be foolish. All we the learn. All we the learn. For focus, for only fight the military. Now a strategy will be ineffective. It will take a very long time. The fastest solution, the thing we go make Cameroon go pack out of Amazonia quickly. The thing we go make Cameroon go submit. The thing we go make Cameroon go down on their knees for beg the Amazonian people then. Now for focus the self-defense for or to the people to be responsible in administering the genocide. Now the mayors they be responsible for the genocide. Now then they administer the genocide. Now the councillors they be responsible for the rapings. Now the government delegates they be responsible for the torturing of Amazonians. Now the mayors, the DOs and the SDOs, now then they be responsible for give instructions to the army, the police and the gendarme for burn Amazonian villages. Any place where they kill Amazonians. Now the Cameroon colonial administrators, the councillors, the mayors, the government delegates, the DOs, the SDOs, now all these occupation administrators would be responsible for the pain way Ambazonians they face today. Now these people they be responsible for your pain. Now they be responsible for your suffering. Now they be responsible for why you don't get water for drink. Now they be responsible why you don't get road. They be responsible why you don't get light. Now they be responsible why you don't get schools. Now they be responsible why people they poor. Because the occupation government it put them there as agent of exploitation and not agents of development. They put them there as agents of torture, as agents of terrorism, as agents of extortion, as agents of human rights abuse. They put them there, therefore make sure say they monitor any person where you open the muscle chan, now then they go give instructions to the bee for take you out. Any house where they don't burn up for inside the Amazonian territory. Now the councillors, now the mayors, now the DOs, now the SDOs, now the government delegates, now then they work hand in hand with the military for do these things for the Amazonian communities. Why? Because if they don't do those things, they need to get the money where they get them. So that they use your pain, that they use your suffering, that they use your death, that they use your blood, that they use your trauma, that they use your sacrifices, that they use your homelessness as a transaction. The more they kill Amazonians, the more they burn houses, the more they destroy communities, the more they destroy business, now the more money probably they pay them. Just like when I see what happened for Manu in 2022, 2023. The number of people they kill them for Manu, the more people they kill them. The one way they kill them for Acquire, the 100 about, I think 186, according to that number, will be until I need to go through my record again. I think they be killed about 186 Amazonians just for one section, one community for Acquire, and burn 36 homes. That mayor, that government delegate for that part of Acquire, it collect more than 370 something million. I don't forget the actual number. We collect them from the Cameroon government. Because he talks, they say, it don't punish the Amazonian people then. The massacre for Manfe, including the Manfe hospital with the Bonham. We don't know how many millions, if not billions, they collect them. Till today, They use the B and the fake Ambazonian forces for burn the Manfi hospital as a punishment to the people of Manu as to why they did support the resistance. The colonial elites of Manfi, the colonial elites of Manu, they use fake infiltrated Amba fighters with the bees for burn the Manfi hospital for Bisonaba as a punishment to the people of Manu for say the one, because the people they talk say the one freedom. The colonial elites, they collect hundreds of millions. The Manfi massacre will happen for October 2023. Where the key were picking them. The key were neighbors. The key were mommy them. The key were uncle them. The rape was sisters them. The born pregnant women them alive. Where they use fake Amber boys, when they be the creator. They use them for committing massacre on our own people then. For go tell Cameroon. Because they want ministerial positions. So that they will use them for stir the people them into anger. So that make the people they give up on their right to be free. They collect millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. Ambazonians, the path for end this bad dream, for end this pain on our people, our responsibility and not the responsibility of the international community. For end Cameroon's occupation for Ambazonia, now our responsibility and not the responsibility of any other person, of any other group of persons or nation. Now our responsibility. The people they talk say make we not leave. In the absence of a negotiated settlement, for end the pain and the suffering on the Ambazonian people then. All the Cameroon colonial administrators, they must pay the price. They must be fished out of Ambazonia. I get really good news for now. Now see what happened, rather, was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? What happened for Bamenda? We're one of the colonial mayors. He don't come out. For go watch the Monster, the movie. Because the one they use, the Monster. Elections they come up for 2025. They don't go create a movie for portray the monster, for brainwash the people there, for see the monster as a good person. They don't come out. The monster we don't kill 30-something thousand Ambazonians. Burn 1,200 villages. The monster will defeat them with money and pride and fame. They don't come out for go watch a movie. They want to come back. The Ambazonian victims of the war with and the genocide when they cause of Ambazonia. Who got the intelligence? The thousands of Ambazonians who they don't victimize them. The vexation, as we be talking. They wipe this woman out. They wipe you out. It caused panic. A lot of colonial administrators, they don't run. They go back for La République. A lot of Cameroon colonial administrators, they don't feel sleep again for inside Ambazonia. They don't run. They go back for La République. Because now they don't realize I say their lives, the war with the declare on the Ambazonian people them. The massacre with the declare on the Ambazonian people them. It don't hunt them. In the absence of international mediation, the failure of Cameroon government for commit to a credible international negotiation. The Ambazonian people not get no other choice than for revenge all the massacres these people don't commit. So all the colonial administrators, the Ambazonian people must hold them accountable and responsible for the pain with the Ambazonian people they face. We must pay them by their own coin. The only way with the Ambazonian people will get justice, the only way with the Ambazonian people then, they will get the justice what they want. That justice not wait until someday, after more than 100,000 Ambazonians don't be killed, after 200,000 Ambazonians don't be killed. Then some person will come out somewhere and he can't say, make una can't talk. Start the justice process now. Start the natural justice process right now for defend and protect other Ambazonians may not be killed. Revenge, not an act of justice. These people, they must pay the price. Now the psychology of leadership. You must apply practical leadership skills, practical skills for fight the occupier and the colonial agents, method by method, bullet by bullet. The colonial administrators, they must pay a price for what they don't cause and for our people, for what they don't do and for our people. Secondly, the leader did early this year, he tell all the Ambazonian people, say Ambazonian forces, they must confiscate, they must seize the assets. All these people, their business them, all these people, their house them, all these people, their properties, the Ambazonian forces, the leader talks to the Ambazonian forces, make they seize all these people, their businesses, auction those businesses, and use that money for the liberation of Ambazonia. Seize these people, they house them, use that money for the liberation of Ambazonia. Seize every asset with these people they get them for the Ambazonian territory. Because those properties, they use now the Ambazonian people, their pain, their blood, their sweat, their resources for stealing from Cameroon, for get those assets. The leader be talk say, make Ambazonian forces, they seize these assets, for use those assets for end Cameroon's occupation of Ambazonia. The colonial administrators, they be the focus. The colonial administrators, they be the focus for the Ambazonian people then. We must drain our land. We must clean our land from these vampires, from these people to be responsible as to why Ayok Tabede for jail, as to why these people they walk our streets, and Mancho BBC for jail. Why these people they walk our streets, and Mancho BBC for jail? Why these people they walk our streets and General Ivo they under the ground? Why these people they walk our streets and General No Pity they under the ground? Why these people they walk our streets and Ayok Tabede for prison? Why these people they get for waka for our streets and Penter is there for prison? Why these people they for our streets and Tassan Wilfred there for prison? Why these people they for our streets and Pan for there for prison? Why these people they work for our streets and Baby Mata there under the ground? Why these people they work for our streets and Mami Api there under the ground? Why these people they work for our streets and Baby Karo there under the ground? Why these people they work for our streets and General F and the under the ground. Why these people they work for our streets? Why they still get homes, properties, and businesses for Ambazonia? And I Ayoktabe the suffer in prison. And Pam for the suffer in prison. Tassan the suffer in prison. Baby Karo they under the ground. The children of Ngabu they under the ground. Thousands of Ambazonians they under the ground. Thousands of Ambazonians they suffer for refugees. Why these people they still get properties for Ambazonia? Why these people they still get homes for Ambazonia? Why these people they still work out for the Ambazonian territory? And you get more than 750,000 Ambazonians that stay for bush. Why? I want to ask you why. Why they feed the worker for our streets? And Benjide for prison. Today, they worker for our street freely. Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, the occupier, he don't create fictitious NGOs and pump them with hundreds of millions for launch fictitious lawsuits for trigger a response for take the leader, put it for detention. And these same people then, they still work up for our streets. You want freedom? You want independence? You must pay them for their own coin. That's the language where the bully understand them. That the language that way the bully understand them. That's what I tell you now, the story of that 6-7-year-old boy. Weakness invites aggression and bullying. The only reason we Cameroon they do this thing for our people then, that because we don't become too tolerant, and that tolerant, it don't become stupidity and weakness. We get 2 months before the end of the year. For these next 2 months, Cameroon, that the Cameroon government, if it go down on its knees, come back the Ambazonian people then for negotiate. For these next 2 months, not leave them. Any of these people then, make they work out for our streets. Make they live for our land. Make they chop for our land. Make they drink water for our land. For these next 2 months, if we do nothing, but we collectively, we the Ambazonian people then, we, the people that we don't suffer because of these colonial agents, we will decide their fate. They will leave Ambazonia. And once you vacuum the occupation administrators, the occupation will crumble. The bid will become very useless because none of them not do with the fee protect them. The fee only protect institutions when you get people where the fee manage those institutions. When you vacuum the institutions, when you liquidate the institutions, when you drain the swamp, when you chase these people out of our land, we call upon every single Ambazonian where you don't be a victim in one way or another of this BS war, of this genocide, of this scorched earth policy, of this pain, of this poverty, of this abuse, of these crimes against humanity. Take the war to them and pay them in their own coin. For the next 2 months, we must change the focus of the liberation. A change, it don't take place with America. The American people, 2 days ago, they realize and say the world and their country it go for the wrong direction. Whether you agree with Mr. Trump or you not agree for Mr. Trump, that one are the business of the American people then. The majority of Americans, the popular vote, overwhelmingly, they give Mr. Trump a clean mandate. The Electoral College, it win them for a landslide. That means the victory too big. The Republican, they win the popular vote. Mr. Trump win the Electoral College by big vote. They don't also win the Senate. Now we wait the House of Representatives. When Trump will be president, the Amazonian liberation case will go to the highest level of Mr. Trump administration. The Amazonian people, they get very good relationship, right deep for all levels of the administration, right to the president, right to the White House. They will take this case, they mount a lot of pressure, including, because I just talking now, including the former Trump ambassador for La République, will be directly involved for set up a lot of things on behalf of Amazonia through the United States government. The Amazonian Governing Council will be directly involved at the highest level. So many things. One of you talking for you openly. We hope, and we will see how Mr. Trump will punish La République. There is a reset for international diplomacy. And I will bring other experts and myself and other people then, make we can educate what people then. We see how the world will change. How there is a new reset for the American foreign policy. And Amazonia will benefit with the fact that the Trump administration don't come in back. It don't come back. And since now the last 4 years, this it no go ever contest again. Maybe we use this opportunity. We change the ground and bring the Amazonian conflict back to the limelight, back to the focal point of the international community. The leader don't already prescribe what you need to do, and I don't explain and educate you now on the tactics of how to fight bully and terrorists, and how to come back to them and pay them in their own coin. Revenge is a form of justice. Weakness, now they invite bullying, now they invite them to do these things for you. But like that small picking. You must learn life skills. If you want to win for life, you must understand the environment. If you don't understand the environment, you could die and God will blame you. I'll tell you one last story. You say you never talk, you never tell story. Some place for America, this is what they call and say flooding. Rain don't overfall. Rain don't overfall. Water rain. It don't the water rain don't the flop for all sides. House them. They don't be taken over by water rain. Water rain don't the flop house them, flop house them, flop house them, flop communities. Rain don't fall. Rain don't fall. Rain don't fall. Rain don't fall. As this rain fall, the government don't start to tell people and say rain go over fall. Maybe they move from that place where water rain go over there and flooding will take place. The government don't start to inform people them. Don't warn people them. Some man talks he be pastor, he be man of God. He say he no go leave until he see signal, until God can give signal. People don't leave. People don't evacuate. May they go for higher grounds. May they move to other place until water don't go back for ground and then they come back for their communities. People don't leave. The government don't send the first. The government, as rain on the river plenty, they don't send all this warning. The government send boss them for carry people them. This man say need to go. The government rain start for fall. They send canoe, make canoe, come carry people the way they be don't remain. If any person remain. They send canoe come for can't carry this man. The man say no, he need to go. He need wait now for sign for God. They send another big canoe when they say rain down, they cover a house. Another big canoe make it can't carry the man. Firefighters they come, rescue team come back this man. May come. He say he need to go. He wait at the sign of God. Rain don't fall so they don't reach where it got for climb for on top a roof. The people they send a helicopter. Helicopter come. It circulate, it come. They send rope. Send rope for down. Say, come, who carry you? He say, no, the way not sign for God. He deny. He deny. He said the way that God is sign. Look, God is sign. You know me say no need for protect yourself. You know me say no need for take. When the advice come, protect yourself. Your first responsibility for this life and for protect yourself. That's why God give you intelligence. So when God give you sign, intelligence, you got to take specific action. Action. Follow, come on, you not take them. Action number 2, canoe come, you not enter. Action number 3, big canoe come, you not enter. Action number 4, a helicopter, God still send a helicopter, may can carry you. You say need to go. That man remain, he drown. He don't die. According to the story, he come out. For the book, he don't die, he go heaven. Now we go ask, he say, we go for judgment day. He said, God, why you do me so? Where? Me so I be Christian. Me so I believe for you. Me so I believe for God. Me so I read the Bible. Me so I go church all the time. God, why you do me so? God say, what I do you? Why you disappoint me? I be a good Christian. I be a good man. Why you disappoint me? I be the wait your sign. Why you not give me sign? God laugh. God say, you see your stupidity. Why you can't blame on me? Now which kind of sign again you want me to give you? I give you many signs. We send sign, the first sign. Now for inform you say rain go overfall. Not the first sign that. Not the sign that. The man say yes, na sign. We'll give you the first sign. The weather people them. They warn you, they warn all man for weeks, for days. For tell when I say go back. Not the sign that. We'll tell you, see, we're not prepared. He say yes, that one a sign. Sign number 2. The government sent evacuation team for carry people, they move people them from that community. Not been assigned that, it's an assign. When rain start fall, I not send canoe, they not send small boat, me can't take you. He say, you send them. He say, not been assigned that, the man say assign. You deny the first sign, you deny the second sign, you deny sign number 3. We can't send another big boat. Since you say be a big man, we send another big boat. He can't take you. Not been assigned that. The man said assign. Why you deny? We still send you a helicopter. Me can't take you. You still deny. Not been assigned that. The man said assign. He tell you say you die because you're a coward. We don't make ourselves cowards. Cameroon don't take advantage. We don't make ourselves cowards. Cameroon don't take advantage. We don't make ourselves cowards. The corrupt, compromised, bribed agents of occupation, they don't take we as cowards. They don't take we as fools. They treat we as fools. They kill our picking them in the form of transaction. Send our people for jail in the form of transaction. Burn our house them in the form of transaction. Drive our people, they may they start for stay for bush like animals in the form of transaction. It must come to an end now. Every single one of them, we must pay them for their own coin. They leave Amazonia or they face natural justice. We don't almost be close to the end of the year. Many Amazonians, they don't pay their liberation tax. Many families, they don't pay their liberation tax. You don't pay a liberation tax? If you never pay a liberation tax, pay your liberation tax as soon as possible. Or when I get my number. Contact me, or you contact any official of the Amazonia Governing Council for give you a means, a safe, a secure means for you to pay your liberation tax before the year comes to an end. Pay your liberation tax before the year comes to an end. And if you leave them, the year going to reach when it come to an end and you never pay that liberation tax, you go start for pay more. Instead of you as a woman for pay 5,000, they will charge you 7,500. If you live in December reach, you never pay a liberation tax. You go start for pay instead of 5,000 as a woman, you will pay 7,500. If you live as a man, you never pay a liberation tax. By the time December comes, you will pay now at 12,500 as a man. So pay your liberation tax. All right? Pay your liberation tax as soon as possible. The forces and the Amazonia Governing Council don't call for the ghosting of the borders. That means no traveling between Amazonia and Cameroon. Not try. You be taxi man, you be transporter, not try. Not try. Respect yourself, save your life. Christmas they come. Save your life so that if you chop Christmas with your family. Save your life so that if you see 2025. Save your life. Danger day. You go bad. Save your life. My message for today. We'll talk tomorrow.
When you look at the pictures on the left, you see Siseko, Ayuk, Tabe, and others. We have more than 3,000 Amazonians locked up in the prisons of Cameroon. The shame of Africa is not only because we sat and watched our heroes murdered, it's because we collaborated with those who kill our own warriors, the Thomas Sankaras, the Patrice Lumumbas. And that Nigeria could collaborate with the tyranny of Cameroon to kidnap our own leaders, transport them to Yaoundé, kept them incommunicado for more than a year, tortured them psychologically, brought a lot of pain on their family, put them through a kangaroo trial in the night, sentenced them to life in jail. It's a slap on the face of every living Amazonian. That is why we have said we must match Cameroon method for method. Fight them in every inch of our homeland, because they don't understand dialogue. They don't understand negotiations, because the weapons deploy in the occupation of our homeland is that of brute force. In the past years, we put in place a well-refined strategy because we realized occupation was predicated on political governance without your consent. We realized occupation was predicated on economic exploitation. That is why we taught our defense forces to shatter the myth around Cameroon's invincibility, because Cameroon believed it was powerful to subdue us for more than 50 years, and it will be able to subdue us for the next 50 years. We shattered their invincibility when they declared war on us. We took the war to them. We fought them block by block, inch by inch, rooftop by rooftop, backside by backside. We made them to understand this generation is not the generation you can mess up with. That we have studied the occupier and we understand them. And we aren't gonna blink until the last forces of Cameroon are bundled out of our homeland. And we aren't gonna forgive and forget. We aren't gonna forgive and forget. There will be accountability, and we will hold all those murderers and rapists and bring them to justice. And I have made a solemn promise to our people. Even if Mr. Biya dies, we will search for his grave, exhume his body, bring his bones to our court, and try him for murder and genocide against our people. This is not the generation that will forgive and forget. All of our resources that have been stolen, we will search for them and bring them back in our homeland to give our people a fair shot in this world.
For 300 years, millions of slaves are taken from the West African coast to work as slaves in the Americas. Many from Amazonia and Biafra, thus connecting our will to be free with those of the Haitians, the first black republic to gain independence from France. Amazonia is a name derived from Ambas Bay, which was a colony of freed slaves in our territory. Haiti and the Haitian War of Independence. Fueled by the ideals of the French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution begins when slaves rose up against France and its exploitation on the land of Hispaniola. Toussaint Louverture, alongside his comrade Dessalines and Christophe, made sure they took complete control of Hispaniola and the area controlled by the Spanish called Santo Domingo, present-day Dominican Republic. Toussaint declared himself Governor General for life. This angered Napoleon Bonaparte. The French Revolution sent shocking waves throughout all their territories on the planet. All the slave colonies heard the word liberté, égalité, et fraternité, and they asked themselves,